Hi, this is Ross with Horizon Web Marketing. We're going to be doing a free SEO tool review coming right up. You probably know that we've been doing reviews of a class of tool that we call SEO checkers or website checkers, and these are basically free tools online where you can plug in your website address, and then we'll come back and give you an analysis of the SEO factors that relate to your site. And some of these are pretty good and some of them not so much. We're going to take the next one that we have in our queue of tools to review. This one is a pretty full-featured tool for what it is, known as SEO SiteCheckup. And so let's go ahead and see what it gives us and walk through some of the results. So the site that we've been using for this is a project site. Let me go over here and show it to you. It's called Artisans of Colorado. And this is basically a site that has not been optimized for search. And as a matter of fact, I've thrown a couple things into this page here that I would like to see a tool pick up on as being negative factors. Just a couple of little tests to put things through. So let's go over here and see what we get when we run it through SEO SiteCheckup. SEO SiteCheckup, it basically will give you one free review of a website, and then if you log in and create a free account with them for what they call their trial period, then it'll give you a total of 15 site reviews according to the information that I've read online. Now, when you do this one, like for example here, I did artisansofcolorado.com, and it didn't ask me for an email address to do that, so I like that feature. I like that I don't have to plug in an email address. And when I sign up for a free account, it doesn't at that point ask for a credit card, so I also like that it's not asking for a credit card. If you're just doing a one-time check on a site, this would give you some decent information. Now, in this case, I've done it without logging in, and it will present some ads here because it's ad supported, so you can see an ad here for WP Engine in the main body of the page and one on the right. It gives you an overall optimization score on the left, in this case 77 out of 100, and then it'll do a number of different checks, and it gives you which ones have failed, which ones have warnings, and which ones have passed. One of the good things about it, it does have a nice PDF download, so if you click and do the PDF download, it pretty much gives you all of the metrics that we're going to be looking at here as we walk through this page. Now, it starts out with the most common SEO issues. For example, it's a meta title, meta description. Here again, I will give one qualification, which I always do on these tools, and that is none of them really will help you do SEO on your site if you know absolutely nothing about SEO. Now, if you've got some basic knowledge, they're very helpful. If you have no knowledge whatsoever, you're typically going to have to do a little bit of research as you go. Some of the tools help you with that, some of them don't. I'll show you where this tool might help with that. The title tag is extremely important. It is basically just reflecting it back to me. I would imagine if I had no title tag, it would fail me on this check. The one thing it didn't pick up on is we do have duplicate title tags on this page, which is a no-no, and it doesn't show me that a duplicate exists, which I would prefer that it does. It'll also show me the meta description. That doesn't help you rank higher, but it does influence the way this looks, and that is the snippet that comes back on Google search results page. It'll also give you some relevance factors, and in this case, relevance is, okay, what are the primary keywords that exist on your site? Now, in this case, this one is a little less robust than some of the others we've checked, in that it will only do single words in this analysis, and it won't do 2, 3, or 4 letter phrases. Some of them will do that, and I find that to be useful. Then it does a quick and basic check whether the most used keywords appear in your title and meta description, which is useful. And then it'll give you a visual representation of kind of what is this page going to be most relevant for by showing you the words that occur the most on the page. Now, wherever it says here, get it now, when you click on that, it's going to take you over to basically a path where you can set up a free account, a trial account, and I'll just, before we terminate this review, I'll show you what it would look like if you do that. It'll also go down and give you a review of your H1 headings, which is great. It says your page contains H1 headings. This is another area where I wish it would give me some guidance on the fact that there are two H1s. And most SEOs, there's a little controversy here, but most SEOs would recommend that there only be one H1 on the page, and it does not alert me to that. It does show me what the H2s are. It'll give me whether there's the presence of a robots.txt, and farther down it actually does a little further analysis on the robots.txt, which is good. It also looks for the presence of sitemaps, gives us an alert as to the sitemaps. And these are all technical SEO checks, basically. It'll look for broken links, good thing there. On the image alt tags, this is where you're actually going to get some guidance on what's important about this metric and how to fix it. So if I click on this how to fix, it'll bring up some more text information, also give me a little tutorial video here. And I didn't look at all the tutorial videos they had, but that one, for example, I looked at, and it was reasonably good video, about 3 minutes, telling you about the alt attribute and why it's important, what you can do about fixing it. Same thing with the Inline Css. It'll give you an explanation of why you might want to take a look at these. The fact that CSS is being used inline, and that's kind of a technical term, and that's why if you don't know much about web development, you're going to need the little video to figure that one out. So scrolling down farther, I don't want to go through into every single one of these here, or I'll make this a 20-minute video, and I'd rather not. So we'll go down and take a look at then the next section. When we get to this point, you'll notice it'll give you kind of a little clue, visual clue up at the top, that now you're in the section of the site that deals with speed. And it will give me an alert as to this, whether the size is too large or not. It'll also take a look at a number of technical factors that influence how fast the page comes up on search. Now, if you're non-technical, this is where you're really going to get into the weeds pretty quickly in terms of stuff that you won't understand. So, but really they have no choice here, because to know how to make your page load faster, you really have to get into some technical information. So where this would be useful is if you ran this check and you download the PDF, then it's very useful to send it to whoever does your website maintenance or your development and say, okay, I see a few alerts on things like here, warnings on particular types of speed optimization techniques. And you can have your developer give you an explanation as to why these are not being made use of, or just to go ahead and make your page faster by addressing these issues. So I won't linger over all of these, because I would imagine most people watching this video are not professional developers. So we'll go down here and take a look at the server and security. And here's your little pop-up for a 14-day free trial. And it'll check to see if you're running over HTTPS, in other words, a secure protocol. This URL canonicalization test is good. I don't see this on a lot of the SEO checkers, and that's something that should be checked on your site, even by a free checker. Then you'll go down here, and this is another thing that's a must-have nowadays, and that is take a look at it. It takes a look at whether the site is mobile friendly. Now in this case, it is picking up on the fact that one of the key elements that indicates whether a site is mobile friendly is missing. From this site, it gives me a preview window, which I like. And then we go into an advanced SEO section here, and it shows a number of different technical SEO checks that you would take a look at if you were trying to get into a more advanced level of SEO. One of the things that it does that a lot of sites don't do is it checks whether SPF records are set up, and this is very important if you're doing a lot of, for example, email marketing. If your SPF isn't set up correctly, probably more of your mail is going to wind up in your recipient spam folders. It's not really an SEO thing per se, but it was kind of nice that they did a check on that. And so here we get to the bottom, and there again it'll give you a review of what your medium priority fixes are, what your high priority fixes are, and that's these here. And on the social media check, we didn't spend much time on that, but it shows whether you're tied into social media accounts or not. and that can influence SEO. So it's going to tell you fail if you have no social media presence. So in any case, that's what it looks like when you do the free check. Now, if you have logged into their tool and set up a free account, then you get something else that's very useful, and that is the total backlinks. And before, it didn't really give you, on the free checker, it didn't really address backlinks at all. And I think that would have been a deficiency, except for the fact that if you create a free account, then you can go into it and check on the backlinks. Looks like it's actually telling me I'm not signed up here, and I had created a free account. Let me sign in here real quick. Okay, so I signed in with the test account that I put up. Now, one thing I will tell you is I did actually a dry run on this video a couple of days ago. I created a test account, a trial account here, and it expired after 2 days, even though the website tells me that I should have had a 14-day free trial. I don't know if that's going to be your experience or not, but just be advised, you might want to make use of it right away. Now, if we go down here, you'll see now it's telling me what the SEO score was of the check. And when you set it up for a free trial account, it'll ask you for a few keywords. It'll allow you to select competitors and see where you stand. And right here, it shows the competitors, where these companies stand in relationship to our site when it comes to SEO factors. And so that is nice that you can do that. Again, you're not going to be able to keep doing this unless you sign up for a paid account. And here we'll go, now we'll try again the backlinks check, and you can see what it will do is it will give me the total number of backlinks, the referring domains. It'll give me the domain score on this. Now, I couldn't find out exactly where this domain score was coming, and just by the nature of these, I have not been checking with the companies. If someone from the company can tell us that and put it in the comments, that would be great. And then down here, it'll show me where the backlink URL is, the target that it's pointed to. So a lot more stuff when you get into it, or at least some more stuff, along with a keyword position tracker for the keywords you enter. I think you can enter up to 5. All in all, I would say for free access at this level, it's a pretty good quality tool. It checks a lot of the stuff that you would expect a free SEO checker to do. Let's go over now and take a look at how it ranks on our SEO Audit Essentials checklist. Now, this is a free resource that we give you, and it's for a professional SEO audit. So you'll notice here our SEO Audit Checklist has a total of 90 different items to check. SEO SiteCheckup actually is a tool that you could have used to clear 20 of these. And when it comes to technical factors, we have 30 items on our list. SEO SiteCheckup would have cleared or helped you to clear 9. And as we go down here, you can see, and I'm not going to tell you every one of these again in interest of time, but a lot of the items on our checklist could have been helped by using this particular tool. Now, this 20 is actually not a bad score. It's a small minimum, but that just illustrates the fact that there's a lot more to doing an SEO audit than simply running an SEO checker tool over your site. Just as a reminder, the SEO Audit Checklist is a free download that we offer, a resource that you can use to go through and have a look at the factors that affect your ranking. SEO SiteCheckup is a good starting point for getting into that audit checklist. So in any case, I hope that this review has been of some use to you, and the SEO Audit Checklist that we offer is a resource that will be of even more use to you. And if you want to see other reviews and how-to videos and so forth that we put out in the interest of helping to train business people to do their own SEO, please subscribe to the channel with the big red button underneath the video, and also follow the links in the description for this video in order to get those free resources.